Councilman Leonard. You know, we had a young couple here that was getting married, and they wanted to take photos on the steps of City Hall, and they didn't let them do that. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? They were getting married, and they couldn't take. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. You don't give a shit. It's written all over your face. They don't give a shit, bro. You do not give a shit. You don't speak for New Yorkers.
Rivera's over there. Rivera. Go stop Rivera. Right there, in the blue suit. Mm-hmm. That's why he's so fat.
You guys can't stop eating. Gustavo, give it a break, bro. Give it a break. Can't you stop eating, bro? You never heard of fasting? You never heard of fasting? Take a freaking break, bro. You don't represent New York. You don't represent Puerto Rico, all right? If you come from another country and you land here, that doesn't automatically make you a New Yorker, all right? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to the native New Yorkers here and the immigrants that came before them. The legal way, the legal way, the legal way. Yeah, you could be condescending all you want. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You hate America. You hate America. You don't speak for the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I was born in the Bronx. You hate America. You're a fucking socialist. You're a radical socialist. That's what you are. He's a radical socialist. And you're too stupid to know the difference. You should know what socialism is. You should know. Gustavo Rivera, a shit senator from the Bronx. He's a shit senator from the Bronx. He hates America, but he refuses to leave. He hates America, but he refuses to leave. You're spineless. You're heartless. There's a special place in hell for you. There is a special place in hell for you. For nasty human beings like you. Nasty. Trump. That's what we say. Trump. He's our president. He's our president. He's ordering the country. He doesn't hate New York. He's a native New Yorker. He's from Queens. He loves America. He loves New York. You guys, put him on camera. He's the one that hates America. His name is Gustavo Rivera, a shit senator from the Bronx. You don't know his elbow from his asshole. This is the trash that we got here. They don't like it when people speak up. They don't like that. Yeah, you see, you can record, and you don't need my permission. And I won't attack you either, all right? Because this is America. This is America. You have the right to do that. Not like what they were doing over there. You see what they were doing over there, right? That's a different story, right? He's a radical socialist. He hates America. You're too stupid to know about socialism. You should educate yourself. Educate yourself. Gustavo, socialism doesn't work. Socialism doesn't work. I don't know where you went to school, but socialism does not work. All right? It does not work. Somebody, put that guy on camera, please. Yeah. I need to know who he is. He's from the Bronx. Nobody vote for this guy. This guy's a clown. I would anoint you king of the clowns, but Reynoso already beat you to it.
Really?
Yeah, Reynoso's king of the clowns. You could be his mascot. You could be his mascot. He supports Zoran Mandani. Zoran Mandani, he's an anti-Semite. He's an anti-Semite. That's what he is. He hates the Jews. He hates the Jews. You're stupid. You should know about Sharia law. You should know about Sharia law. That's how stupid you are. You don't even know about Sharia law. What, you gonna buy all the stuff? Come on, give it a break. You're gonna buy all the donuts, right? You're gonna buy all the donuts. Never from you. Never from you. Never from you. A waste of taxpayer money right there. a waste of taxpayer money. He hates American citizens. He hates American citizens. Only cares for illegal aliens. That's what he cares about. They come here. You spend 50 years here. You're born here. You're a citizen here. Right? But you're born in another country. You come here, automatically, you're a native New Yorker. No, you're not a native New Yorker. You have to be born here to be a native New Yorker. We want legal migration. Legal migration, no discrimination. Justice for all. Tú eres asqueroso. Asqueroso lo que tú eres. Esa basura ahí. That's trash right there. That's Puerto Rican trash right there. Right there. Gustavo Rivera from the Bronx. He don't know shit. He don't know politics. He knows money. That's what he knows. Need money. He hates America. He hates America, but he doesn't leave. Right? If you hate America, why stay? Right? Doesn't that make sense? That's like easy math, right? Easy. If you hate America, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. You fucking up New York. You fucking up New York. Choke on the donut. I hope you choke on it, you fat fuck. That's all they know how to do is eat. Eat, eat, eat. You fucking leech. That's what he is, a leech. Gustavo, I'm from the Bronx. You don't represent the Bronx. New York City, you gotta wake up. You cannot vote for anti-Semite. You cannot vote for somebody who's loyal to Sharia law. Hamas and Hezbollah. We talked to Duran. We talked to him right in his face and denounced it. Then he couldn't do it. He could not denounce. And in there we got 50 council members, 51 council members, and none of them speak up for this city. These radical socialists are gonna wanna, look at this, they're gonna wanna vote for a crazy radical. Look at this. This is not freedom. That's not freedom. Miss, are you okay? Miss, do you need help? Are you okay, miss? Miss, are you okay? If you're okay, raise your hand. Raise your right hand if you're okay, if you need help. I guess she's in danger. She didn't raise her hand. That is what you call radical. That is radical. Any religion that's against Christianity, that is against the Jews, is not a good religion. America should not treat Islam as a religion. It's dangerous. You know what's happening in the UK? You're a woman. You're a priest.
Well, I'm going to go over here.
The country should not treat Islam as a religion. That is dangerous. And there's many, there's no will. It's a fact. You believe in Sharia law?
So, that's so interesting because the Sharia is like everything from what you eat for dinner to some of the more...
Don't sugarcoat it. Sharia law has no place in the United States. Don't justify it. Don't sugarcoat it.
No, it's not.
Sharia law has no place in America.
It's so interesting because that's what they said about the Roman Catholics about a century. Yeah, so down here at Old St. Patrick's...
I'm not going to dispute. I don't follow religion.
The enslavement of women, you're defending that. In the name of third world solidarity? Yes or no? The enslavement of women.
There's wisdom there.
So,
The Taliban, I have a book right here.
Mandan, do you support
The
Israel?
Taliban,
So you support the right for Israel to exist?
I'll talk to you a little bit.
All right. You support them, they have the right to exist.
Yeah.
Right? But then how comes Iran Mandani, who's running for mayor, how come they're not asking these questions? They only ask these questions about like the traffic or the stuff.
No, I think they're asking
They're not. They're not asking it. Not enough. We got 51 council members. Nobody's opening their mouth. The only one that opened her mouth there was Vicky Palladino.
Yeah.
Huh? Did you remember 9/11?
Oh, I actually helped down at the pile.
I saw the first building fall down with my own eyes when I was at 110 Plaza on the 48th floor. We don't preach hate. We preach the love of this country. What we do is we fight with truth and love. Some people don't like that. In America, you have the freedom of speech, and it's not going to be hijacked to silence people. Because a lot of people are afraid to speak up. And Islamophobia is a word that was generated to silence people. You can speak against a religion without being anti that religion. If a religion wants to be king and wants to eliminate all the other religions, that's a problem.
Well, there are always some people in every tradition that kind of want to do that, and I agree. It's, you know, Islam is good. I spent some time in Afghanistan. After
You're lucky
that.
you made it back.
Well, yes and no. I mean, yes, there's all those things like absolutely awful, and then you also look at, you know, within Christianity, we've got, you know, we've got some issues a little bit around the treatment of women too.
What's the best way to be a polygamist and a pedophile? What's the best way?
You tell me.
To Islam. Because they believe
I thought you were going to say a Roman Catholic priest.
No, because they believe that they're not innocent either. They like to pay off their lawsuits and settle. But the thing is, with a pedophile, through Islam, you can do that. They believe in child marriage.
That's so. Actually, there's also there are a lot of cultures that do, and they kind of twist what it says.
You can do
like,
whatever you want in another country, not in America.
Yeah.
In America, you can't marry a 10-year-old.
Well, and they don't. I mean, not saying because of Islam.
Yeah, but they don't now. How do you protect America? How do you protect America?
Well,
That's the main thing you do. I'm gonna let you know.
believe in our pluribus unum.
No,
out of one
no. This is the way you protect America is through eternal vigilance.
Well,
You don't get to fall asleep. You don't get to look the other way. If you love this country, it's called eternal vigilance. The Catholic, religion it's not good either. It's not the best. It's not good. But I don't see them preaching, end of all religions. Kill the infidel. Huh? Women can do. Look at you. Yeah. You couldn't do that in Afghanistan. You know that.
You know, when I went there, people were very hospitable to me.
Yeah, but they know you was passing through. They know you was passing through.
Well, they knew I was white. That was the one thing.
No, that maybe help, but in different places it can hurt.
Well,
You know, in the city council, we got blacks, we got Puerto Ricans, we got Dominicans, we got Asians, and they want to believe that it's Donald Trump, that is the white man that's oppressing us. You know that I'm an advocate. You know I'm a taxi driver. You know, 90% of the drivers have a language barrier. You know, most of them are immigrants. 90% of them. You know they can't defend themselves the way I defend myself. They don't have
tell me
that.
about
They have the language barrier.
where, like your grandparents, like, because where?
My family is from Puerto Rico. We all from Puerto Rico, so it's a little bit different. It's a little different because we consider American citizens as the 1917.
Yeah, but they were. Why do you think they came here?
Nobody said they came here because it was easy. Because people are looking for a better way of life. It doesn't necessarily.
No, I agree with
Right.
you
But
with that.
you come to Puerto Rico's different. We're American citizens. In 1952, we had the migration, so it was easy for us to come in. It was very easy. Now, if you're an illegal from another country, you got to come in through the proper channels. You got to come through the port of entry. And if you live in an oppressed country like Iran or Iraq or Cuba, or Russia or China, then you're welcome here because you're definitely escaping oppression.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're not gonna come here because you don't like your paycheck or the job that you have. You're not gonna come here for that.
I agree. I think a lot of people who've been coming, not all, but a lot of, whether you were in Honduras, facing violence, or Guatemala, facing war gang violence,
America is not here to save the world. Other countries have to fight. They have to fight. Cuba has to fight. Cuba's not gonna get up unless their people call for it. In Iran, people are calling for it now. They want a new change, right? Iran wants a new change, but it's hard to fight when you can't fight back. If what happened on October 7th, they attacked civilians. They couldn't fight back. You can't defend yourself if they got guns and you don't have nothing. Everybody has the right to defend themselves. If you want to protect your life because you don't want to be murdered, you have that right.
Let's go over there, bro. Let's go.
I think as you are you considered a priest? Are you considered a priest? Even you would defend yourself.
in the Episcopal.
Yeah, but you would defend your life. You would defend your life. Somebody try to take it. I hope you would too.
Yeah.
I hope you would. Raul Rivera. We got bills for the drivers. If we pass the bill,
Which bills?
we got several bills. For the
Right in there right now?
Yeah,
What are they?
they don't want to help. They got to get responsible because they're older than the council members that are there. We've been fighting for 7 years.
Okay.
And it's our own people. We got to slow down and
Raul.
Raul. They don't know the names. I got a whole list.
Yeah, some of the radicals.
They force us to raise our voice. They force us to be nasty when we're not. We don't want to be.
So they're over there. Rivera, I think over there.
Gustavo?
Yeah, Gustavo and the crew is over there.
No. I don't even know what to say to them.
The WP co-chair is over there too.
Which co-chair?
I think it's Jasmine.
What's the number?
No, she's a co-chair of the WFP.
Man, there's nothing else happening?
I don't know.
Socialist. If you hate America, leave.
Free healthcare for
If you
all.
get a fucking job. Get a fucking job. Get a job. Get a job. Get a job.
Yeah.
Run, Gustavo, run!
Yeah, I have a break until.
If you hate America, you can leave.
I served 22 years in the military, dickhead. You talking to the wrong motherfucker. You talking Tom Shepard.
Guys, it's done. It's done.
Yes, I know.
Caballero.
You learn violence.
Caballero.
You learn violence.
Caballero.
You learn violence. You learn violence. You learn violence. Yeah. I want to get violence.
Que Dios lo bendiga. Gracias.
We don't have no fear. Remember, everybody laying down.
He said he'll knock you out.
Hey,
He said he'll knock you out.
go ahead. You go to jail. America! We love America. We don't hate it. Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. You don't have to stay. Nobody has to stay. Nobody's forced to stay. Get a job. Get a job and stop sucking on the titty. Get a job. That's what they want to do. They want to come here. They want to suck on the tit, do as they please, not respect the laws, change the laws to benefit them. The people that speak up, they want to silence them. You see that guy? What he said? And he'll knock me out.
It's Tom
Like
Shepard.
I'm gonna let him.
Tom Shepard.
Tom Shepard, that guy. You know that guy?
Yes, Tom Shepard.
Who is he?
He's like an education, one of the educate guys, part of WP.
Oh, wow, that's that. So he educates people. Wow, maybe about assaulting them,
Yeah.
knocking them out. Look at that. Tom Shepard. Where's he from? Brooklyn?
I don't know, but he's on Twitter. He's on that.
He said he was a military guy, so I guess he learned violence in the military, huh? Military is only for self-defense. Every country has the right to defend themselves, including Israel and America. They have the right to defend themselves. Every human being does.
All right, that's